So if you do operate your own business, or you're dealing with people, maybe you're a freelancer, an artist, you might be any number of people. Whenever you have to deal with a contract, usually it costs kind of a lot of money to make contracts, and sometimes there are some templates out there. But if you already have one, you could modify it in the existing contract or paraphrase another contract, so it kind of keeps the meaning, but doesn't keep the wording. So there's no copyright on that contract. There's different things you can do with this, but of course, if you have somebody that can check it over and you're doing like dealing with a large sum of transaction, then maybe you still going to want to pay to someone to check it over. But, I have to deal with contracts quite often, and I've had to write my own contracts and take pieces and templates and stuff like that. This is an awesome tool for doing this. So I deal with digital media a lot. So here let's say I want to license a digital media to a buyer. So the buyer doesn't get the intellectual property of this, let's say, video clip, but they can use it in a project. So that's what I said. Write me 2-paragraph contract. That would probably make it longer, but licensing digital media to a buyer. The buyer does not get the intellectual property. Only the right to use it in a project. They can only use it in the movie, the walking, and nothing else. So this did a pretty good job. Subject to the terms and condition, licensor hereby grants buyer to a non-exclusive, non-transferable license to digital media solely for the purpose of incorporating the film entitled The Walking. Buyer shall have no right to use it for any other purpose or sublicense assigned to any third party. Intellectual property rights, copyright and trademarks remain the sole property of the licensor. So this is correct. And I actually have a contract on hand that's very similar, written by lawyers, and it's basically identical. So this is really, really great and good to know about in terms of the capability for this to work in a business contract sense. So, of course, double check, and this is not legal advice or anything like that, but it is a useful tool to have in the arsenal.